Hello and welcome to my videos.
Today I'm going to show you the easiest way to install Linux onto a USB SDD drive that will work with UEFI systems. The first thing we need to do is plug in our SDD drive. Let's start disks and we'll have a look at the drive itself. So this is my data drive, the 1TB drive. The 240 gigabyte disk is my Dualboot Linux Windows drive, and 128 gigabyte disk is where we're going to install Linux. We will put a separate EFI partition on this disk and it won't interfere with the installed drives on any machine. Okay, so we need to start at VirtualBox. Now you need to have VirtualBox installed obviously, and the extension pack as well. We need to make up a new VirtualBox container. This I'm going to call it install. Change this to Linux. And version is going to be the Linux 263x4x 64-bit. Click next. Then give it roughly half your available memory. Click next. Do not add a virtual hard disk, we don't need it. Click settings. We don't need to do anything with these. System. X off floppy disk. Enable EFI. This allows the UEFI on modern processors to boot. CPUs, give it at least half of what you've got and enable PAE-NX. Display, half or roughly half of your video memory, and then your graphics controller. Select VBox SVGA, there's no need for the 3D acceleration. Storage, we'll come back to this in a second. Audio, well that's your normal setup, yours might be different. For network you need a bridge adapter, and then for USB choose USB 3. Back to storage, click on empty, then choose your live CD. We are going to use Linux Mint here, but it'll work with any Linux. Click live CD and then OK. And then with it install highlighted, start. Then we need to add the USB drive to the system. When the live CD or live DVD starts, you'll get to the desktop and you need to start Gparted. Click on device create partition table and it says there's an error, and you can see there's a key sign on SDA2, so you need to unmount that. Then device create partition, click GPT and then apply. Partition, new, just add partition. Now you don't need to do this bit with the Gparted, but I would suggest that you do it. It solves lots of problems that you may have later on. Then we start the install. As you can see, it's not seeing the hardware, it is just seeing the VirtualBox. Don't add any additional software, and then just erase the disk and install Linux Mint or whatever Linux you're using. Go through a normal install procedure, put in your name, what the computer's name is, host name that is. Choose the password. Windows, you require my password to log in. I don't like logging in automatically. You can, if you wanted to, encrypt your home. And it'll start to install. Once it's installed, click Restart Now and restart your computer as well. Now you may need to choose your SSD drive or your USB drive. Once it's started, you'll see that you have a desktop, and then you can carry on with completing your system, adding programs, updating. So you can see that's Linux Mint. The same disk on two different computers. This also works on Arch. Here is ArcoLinux. And this is Manjaro Cinnamon on the initial boot of the SSD, and when I've changed things around a little bit. Okay, so as I said, this works on any Linux.
There you go, that's all done. I hope you enjoyed that. Keep coming back and I'm sure there'll be more videos to look at.